glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have the ball first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, and they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick strike complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Give to the single back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got it behind the line. It's Gore. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He'll sneak it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Murray. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give on the inside. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Running into the open space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Finds his man. It's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now on the move. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, SMU. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Santiago. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Santiago. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got his man. At the 45, on its way. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Murray. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He's got him in the flat. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Murray. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this drive going to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. they've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0. But, David, now the chance to answer.
And this...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle. It's Santiago. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Gore. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you...
Going downfield for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to New Mexico. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it in the middle. It's Santiago.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
Turning it on. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense, because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on them.
Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch and run for 6. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, is that perfect time. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer. Right in the bread basket. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on.
There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, and how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Turns it on in midfield. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, SMU! Great job by the back on the option. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have got things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just one over Troy. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. And
the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Punts it out of the air. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On to attempt to try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He makes the grab. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and